What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. I want to thank you for tuning in to my channel today. I appreciate it very much. I'm out here on the lake, and let me tell you, the water is crystal clear. I mean, it is super, super clear. We're right here at the end of November, and actually it is a very, very nice warm day. It actually got up to about 60 degrees today, but the water temps have settled down about right under 51 degrees. They're right about 50.9. It may be a little bit warmer or a little bit cooler out on the main lake because I'm actually put in right here in a pocket, but I think the fish should really be biting. The last couple weeks we've had some really cold days, nights down in the teens, so it kind of dropped the water literally from like 62, 63 degrees down to about 50, and it was probably even lower this morning, I'm sure, within about 2 weeks. So these fish, I'm not 100% sure what they're going to be doing. I believe we're going to be on a moving bait bite, maybe a lipless, maybe like a underspin type lure, maybe cranking, not 100% sure, but hopefully we're going to get it done. I'm excited. I'm ready to catch some fish. Let's see if we can catch a big one today. All right, so we're coming up on our first spot right here. And basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fish back that way, but I'm gonna throw the lipless on this flat. It's a point that comes out and it's a flat and it goes all the way down, and the sun beats on this shoreline like all day. So I'm actually gonna get the lipless and we're gonna start off with that, and maybe we can get things going with the good old lipless and get us a great big one. So like I said, this point comes out and it is kind of shallow, which this is a fairly shallow lake anyway, but let's see where we got the lipless. Right here. So let's see if we can get one. This is a mock lure slack jaw right here. Really cool looking color. Hopefully get us a big one. It's a little shallow right here. We're gonna kick this bad boy around, and we're going to throw off the end of this point. But we're going to work this thing along. The water temp did drop a touch when I got out here on the main lake, about half a degree. But man, this water's clear. Good grief. See if we can get us one. We're going to let it just kind of sink down, and this lake does have grass in it, so we're going to reel it and kind of rip it. See what we can get going on. I would think with it being a little warmer today, these fish might be fired up. They could be in a funk. It is not a cloud in the sky, let me tell you. Not a one. So it might be a little bit funny, but we're going to throw off this point and see if we can get one. And we're going to work all the way down this shoreline, see if we can get something going. We'll definitely pick up the spinnerbait, chatterbait, like I said, maybe a swim bait, a little bit of different stuff. See if we can get something going. Maybe the square bill, you know, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get bit. But there's a lot of shad in this lake, so they definitely feed on shad and focus on, you know, that type of forage. So that's why we're throwing the old lipless to start off with, and we're kind of gonna be throwing shad type baits all day, honestly. Might even break out the old jerk bait if I got to. Let's get the old trusty spinnerbait out. See if we can get one on that. Got a little breeze blowing. I mean, this is like perfect for a spinnerbait. Oh, big fish just blew up right there, shallow. And that fish was shallow. Huh. fish are shallower than I think. I mean, that fish right there just blew up in like probably like 2 foot of water. Oh, there's one. That's a good one. What is that a bass? It is a bass. It's a good one too. I mean, that's a good bass. On the spinnerbait right off the side of this point. God, I would like to boat flip him, but I don't know. Oh man, that is a nice one. And he was up there pretty shallow. I don't know if I want to boat flip this dude or not. There we go. Dang, that's a good one. Just picked the spinnerbait up. Absolute chunk right there. I mean, a chunk. He thumped it when he bit it. Man, y'all check that dude out. That's a pretty one. It's about probably a 3.5 pounder. What a tub. Pretty one. Let's get a picture of him real quick. All right, y'all, there he is. Got him on the spinnerbait. Pretty dude. God, what a solid fish. Heck yeah. Man, let's get us another one. He thumped it. I just said that I saw that other fish up there blow up fairly close to the shore. And I'm gonna guess that fish that just bit was maybe in 3 foot of water. Probably about 3 foot of water. Smoked that spinnerbait up on this point. I mean, an absolute solid chunk, I mean. See if we can get us another one here. That fish cranked it when he bit it. Oh, that's another big one. That is another big one. If this is a bass, this is a good one, I mean. I don't know if this is a bass or a pike. It's a big pike. I was getting ready to say, I mean, this is a doggone big one. He's not quite as big as what I thought. Get in here. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should get in here. There we go. Big old slimy sucker right there. Crank that spinnerbait. Same point as that bass was on. There he is. It's a pretty good one. I want him to cut my fingers all up, but I would like for him to get my spinnerbait back. Oh, I can feel in his belly he's got a brim or a shad or something in there. I can feel it. Oh yeah, crossed up. There he is. Thank you, guy. Man, old slime hands now. Let's get us another trailer on there. Let's see. Y'all can see I got an absolute mess in my box. I got a trip coming up here soon, going fishing for a few days, and I've got to do a little organizing. All right, put this up there. That dude cranked it. I was like, oh man, we might have another big bass, but it wasn't. But it's all good. It is all good. He was up here on this same point. We're drifting across it right now. Woo. Where he bit it, my line dug in. There we go. See if we can get us another big bass right here. Well, darn, we started off kind of hot and heavy when we picked the spinnerbait up, and now we done fished about 30 minutes and had one other bite. That's it. One other bump, but we're coming into a good spot right now. We're coming up into a pocket in a cove. We got a real good point right here in front of us. So I'm hoping maybe we can get one off of that, maybe another big one. And probably good chance we might pull one out of this cove as well. It's a very good spot, just a flat cove about 5 foot deep. The sun kind of shines in it all day, so it stays kind of warm, or warmer than the rest of the lake a lot of times. So, see if we can trick one with this spinnerbait. Definitely think we should get one off this point. Looks like a fish just come up right out there to my right. Oh, I just got smoked. I just got smoked off that beaver hut. And he somehow did not get it. Oh man, let's get back up there. All right, let's work our way up to the dam. Got one bite in here, and it was a pretty good one. You know, we're right here at the beaver hut where I got that good bite. Might as well fire a couple more casts up there, see if he wants to come back and eat it. But other than that, really nothing, which is just kind of surprising, or really surprising. Not even kind of. So I thought there, see if we get that fish to bite again. Ooh, that spinnerbait did the doggone twirly whirl right then. Tried to backlash me, but we're gonna ease up to the dam and see if we can get us a big one up there. I would say it's definitely possible. I really thought when we picked this spinnerbait up and I caught that first good one and caught that pickerel right behind it, I was like, oh, here we go. We done figured things out, but that doesn't exactly seem to be the case. So let's ease up there to the dam and see if we make something happen. All right, back up here, right up here in front of us is the point that I caught that really nice bass on. So we're gonna pick the spinnerbait back up. We got a little ripple on the water, and we're gonna see if we can get it done. I got a feeling that there's definitely more than just him up here, or there was more than just him up here. You know, we had that pickerel up here. You know, it's probably a group of fish up there ready to bite. Caught that one good one, so let's see if we can get another one to bite. Oh, that's a good one. Off this point, I'm not sure what we got. Hopefully it's a bass. I don't know, it's like just dead weight. What have we got here? Oh, another pike. No. Get in here. Man, I was really hoping that was a bass. Haven't had a bite in quite a while, and finally got one. Just happened to be this slimy dude right here. Give me my swim bait tail back. I don't want you to mess up my swim bait. I don't want you to cut my finger either. Give me that back. There we go. There he is right there. Mr. Pickerel. Check our line. Good to go. He was on the front side of this point. Front side. I mean, when they're hitting the spinnerbait, they are not playing. But I tell you what, we just got back to this spot, and it went quite a while without a bite. And then here we go getting bit. So hopefully this shoreline is going to produce. I did see a fish cut. Oh, we are not going to catch one like that. Got a little bit of a twist up here, but I did see a fish cut right up here in front of me as we're coming up to this area right here. Fish cut on some shad, so maybe we can get that bad boy to bite. All right, we're gonna break out the chatterbait. We're gonna give that a go because we haven't thrown it yet, and sometimes in here they will smoke this thing. So we're gonna throw it, see if we can get one. See if we can get one. The wind has just completely died down to nothing. No wind whatsoever. Oh, there's a raccoon walking along the side of the pond right there. Man, I tell you what, these fish are not being easy. I mean, I really thought that it could have been tough just because the weather's been so up and down, you know, real cold, and the last couple of days have been warm. But wow, I mean, this is a little bit tougher than what I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. Water temp 50.3. 50.3. So we're scratching and clawing trying to catch a couple more bass, but they just do not want to bite right this second for us. Normally you can go along this into this flat, this edge, with a spinnerbait and chatterbait, or, you know, crankbait, whatever. You can kind of figure out what they're on and catch them. But man, that just ain't happening right now. There's one. Oh no, I just lost him on the chatterbait. Dadgummit. Darn it, I fished hard for that bite. He was up there for, oof, he dug it down in the spool too when he bit it, when I set the hook in. But I have been working hard to get that bite. Man. There's another one. I mean, when he hit it, he just completely stopped it. There's a ball of shad right there, I'm seeing. So just to give y'all an idea of probably how long it had been since I had caught that bass before I just had that last bass bite. It's been well over 2 hours. Well over 2 hours. So the bass bites right now are definitely not coming very frequently. I'm just hoping we kind of like find a school that's willing to bite, you know, a school of bass that's ready to go, and we can kind of catch some, boom, boom, boom. But in this particular lake, you don't do that a lot. These fish, you kind of catch one or two in a spot. You know, you might get lucky and catch a few more, but it's more like an area. You catch fish more in an area instead of just like in one spot, like schooled up on one spot. But I don't know. Chatterbait got one bite, so we're gonna throw it a little bit. Might pick that spinnerbait back up. All right, so we're coming up on a point here, actually 2 points, but this right one is a more defined point. Usually has fish on it. Usually has fish on it. So we're gonna throw the jerkbait up here. This doesn't have a lot of grass on it, so we might even throw the jig up there maybe. But I fished, I mean, probably a 200-yard section or longer with the jerkbait and not a single bite, which is pretty doggone crazy. A little bit crazy, not gonna lie. But maybe we'll get one on this point right here. They like to set up on this kind of right out off the end of it, and they will group up on this point. They will definitely group up on it. So maybe we can get one. There's one fish sitting out here. Water temps are dropping pretty fast. They're on down 49. It's really starting to cool down. A lot chillier than it was when we put the boat in, that's for sure. I ought to ease over back over to that point where I caught every fish. It was like that the last time I went. Caught every fish in the exact same spot basically, and I've done it again today. Guess that just tells me if I catch a fish, I need to stay there and just absolutely milk that spot. All right, well, we're gonna ease over to that point. Probably gonna throw the spinnerbait on it, and we're gonna see if we catch a fish, and if not, that's gonna be about it. That is gonna be about it for us. That point's right here on our right, so tough. Spinnerbait has definitely been the key for us our last 2 times out in the boat. Did lose that one on the chatterbait, but man, tough. All right, last cast. Right there. Maybe a big one will bite it. Maybe a big one will bite it. I don't know. But we fished hard and do not have a lot to show for it. I mean, we got 5 bites within the period of 4 hours. Caught 3 fish. And, you know, I've definitely had tougher days, but it was a little tough. We're gonna throw one more. But I was really hoping that I was gonna smash them today. I hadn't been out, you know, on the boat in a while, so I was just really hoping, you know, I would just crush them, and that didn't happen. But I did catch a really nice bass. I did. Spinnerbait once again was the bait, as it tends to be a lot of times this time of year, but definitely not complaining. Beautiful sunset. It has been slick calm for most of the afternoon, and that's probably why the bite was so tough. But the old spinnerbait right there, double willow with the little paddle tail swim bait on it, was a deal. 15-pound test P-line C21, 5/4-to-1 gear ratio reel, and this is the 6-foot 10-inch medium heavy moderate. This is the Blues Mock rod, so that's what I throw it on, spinnerbait rod. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna load this bad boy up on the trailer, get home, and might get in the woods tomorrow.